Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Melanie Parker, I'm the founder of Party Plan 123, and tonight we have an extremely exciting event for you. I'm just going to type a little hello message into the screen there for you. I'm going to help you do your hostess phone calls tonight here live with you right now. The whole goal of this session is to be able to help you get your phone calls done and get the results that you need to never ever run out of bookings again. That's what we are all about here with Party Plan 123. That's what we are passionate about sharing with you. So let me just take a moment. I'm just going to, for a moment, I'm just going to take my sound and my webcam off the screen so that I can begin showing our slides. So just hold on one moment, ladies and gentlemen. And hello, I can see Melissa, yay. Actually, everyone, if you can do me a favor, if you can let me know, type a little message into the chat box. Can you tell me where you are right now? I'm pretty sure most of us will just be in Australia here today. And tell me what time it is in your time zone, because I'm going to be live here online with you for the next 2 hours to help you do your hostess coaching phone calls. And I know that it's going to be perfect timing for South Australia, Western Australia, New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland. We need to grab our phones and we need to get into it straight away because it's almost 7:30 p.m. at night already, and we don't really want to be making phone calls anywhere past 8 o'clock or 8:15 at the very, very latest. So let me do some last minute little checks here. So can you please press the share button at the top of the page? Go ahead and share this with everyone. Grab your phone, grab your hostess phone numbers and contact details. I'm going to give you some short training tips on what to do and say on the phone. And then we're actually going to get onto the phone as a group together or privately within our own homes. We're not going to hear you or see you, so that's okay. We're going to all make our phone calls together, and then I want you to type in messages and questions for me as we're going. So one moment, Okay, hello. Oh my goodness, I can see that we've just had a whole bunch more of you jump on there. This is something brand new that we have never ever done before. So what we're going to be doing tonight, I'm just doing my last minute little checks here, and I'm sharing this out with everyone right now as well. So if you can please go right up to the top of the page, and you can actually share this page out with your friends who are in Party Plan as well. And let's get the word out there because this is something brand new, never ever done this before. I'm going to actually give you some teaching of what to do and what to say for your phone calls. And I'm then going to help you and coach you while you are making your phone calls from the comfort of your own home. So right now, I'm going to the social sharing tabs on the page. It's best to use the ones right at the very, very top, or you will also see some share tabs on the right-hand column. There's some things there that say social invite. So do that, and can you please type into the comment and question box just really, really quickly, can you please tell me where you are joining us from? And also, can you tell me what time it is for you at the moment? Because we want to help you to make your phone calls tonight in the best time possible. So we're going to begin shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Just coming back to my chat here. Let me bring my screen back up. Okay, here I am. This is quite bizarre. Hello, everyone. This is amazing. We're live online. We're going to make some phone calls together tonight right now. So just before we begin, I'm going to come over into the chat and just type in a little message. As you arrive, please type in where you are and what time it is, so I can help you with your phone calls. Okay, we'll just press that and away we go. Oh, I knew that Eugene was going to be joining us tonight. I saw your little like there on this page on the website. So welcome to Eugene joining us from Melbourne, if I've got my memory right there. Fiona's in Sydney. Alicia's South Australia, so half an hour behind me. So 7 p.m. in South Australia, 7:30 in New South Wales and Victoria right now. Have I got anyone from Perth, Western Australia here yet? Does not look like it. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Okay, so if you're having any trouble at all with your webinar screen there to be able to hear me, see the slides, go ahead and press the refresh button at any time. I have noticed that if you refresh the screen, you won't be able to see the slides until I change to the next slide. So I will flick backwards and forwards a little bit from our slide presentation as we go through tonight. So welcome. It's great to have you here. Let's officially get started and explain to you what this is all about and what we're going to be doing here tonight. So I'm Melanie Parker, the founder of Party Plan 123, and our whole goal, our whole purpose for creating Party Plan 123 is to help you to never ever run out of bookings again. And that's so that you can truly achieve the lifestyle that you really dream of, with your Party Plan business being the vehicle to help you do that. And right now here tonight, you are in this session where we are going to help you to actually make your hostess coaching phone calls together. Let me give you a quick introduction of how this concept came about and what we'll be doing tonight, and then we're going to get straight into it. Pick up the phone and let's get some phone calls done, and let's get you some more bookings. So yes, this is a live event. It's a group coaching hostess phone call session. So right now, I want you to grab your phone. I want you to grab your hostess contact details for all of your hostesses that you've got coming up. All of your parties that are booked in right now, go grab those hostess details. What we are going to do is I am going to actually coach you through, give you some training of how to do that particular type of phone call for your hostess, and then give you a chance to jump on the phone and make some phone calls right now from the comfort of your own home. And as you're on the phone to the hostess, or as you finish each phone call, I'm encouraging you to type into the chat box and ask me questions about what happened on that phone call, if there's any improvements that you want to make. But also, I want to see lots of celebration and joy and fun and encouragement. So as a hostess answers the phone and you finish that phone call, jump in there and type in and say, yay, I talked to someone. And then if you get a booking, tell us, yay, I got a booking. So let's give this a go. Now, the concept of how this really started. So for me, this all goes back to when I was leading my own team. And I know that hostess coaching phone calls are one of those things that we get so nervous about doing. And it's not really on the top of our list of what we like doing, what we enjoy doing. But they're essential. You have to do your hostess coaching phone calls if you want to truly never ever run out of bookings again, if you want more parties to go ahead, if you want to stop your cancellations, your postponements, if you've got any of these kind of problems, if you've got a hostess that seems unmotivated and unexcited, if you've got cancellations, postponements, if you want those parties to go ahead, and if you want to get more sales, more bookings, and more recruits per party, we simply must make phone calls. But I know we don't really enjoy doing it. So what I used to do was open up my home on an evening that I am doing my hostess coaching phone calls, and I would invite my team to come over, sit in my office or sit in the lounge room, and let's make these phone calls together. So they could actually listen to what I was doing. I could do examples, and then I could do real phone calls. So I wanted to give that a go with all of you from Party Plan 123 to help you do that same experience. So it's almost like you're going to be my apprentice tonight. Does that sound good? Let me give you some real personal help. This is going to be very different to the normal training webinars we do. You're not going to be here and just watching me and listening to me for the next hour or so. This is going to be practical information, and I'm relying on you typing in your questions for me tonight as well to make this a really helpful session for you. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, and I'm hoping that you are seeing my slides okay as we go through here, and I'll just come over to my chat box and just test out how everything's going in my chat. Yep. Okay, good. Oh, we've got Helen from Western Australia. Welcome. So, but largely 7:30 or almost getting close to 7:45 in the evening. So we're going to fly through this first bit so that you can get on the phone straight away before it's too late to call your hostesses. I'm going to be here for almost the next 2 hours. So people are probably going to be jumping in at all different time zones and making their phone calls with me. So I'll be here for 2 hours. You jump in and get those phone calls done at the right time. So let me just come back to my slides here. I'm going to take you through an overview of the 5 steps of hostess coaching. These 5 steps help you to stop your cancellations and postponements. They all start with the letter P to make it easy to remember them. So number 1 is going through your party pack with your hostess at the time she books in. Number 2 is posting a letter or a card in the mail. Number 3 is the phone call. So this is where there's 2 main phone calls to make with your hostess. So there's the first phone call and the second phone call. And then of course the last P of your hostess coaching is party arrival. It's all about what you're doing as you arrive at the party. So this is going to increase sales, bookings, recruits, everything. You know, the health of your business can all come back to how well you are doing your hostess coaching. So just really, really quickly, at the time that your hostess does book in, I'm encouraging you to sit down and coach her through everything that's in that party pack. You need to have a rewards brochure in there that explains how the hostess bonuses work. You need to have a recruitment brochure in there so that you're sharing the business opportunity with her. Have invitations in there. You may wish to have a catalog in there to assist you with outside orders. Have something like what we call the hostess tips form, which is like a hostess checklist that guides the hostess through the steps to complete to prepare for a fantastic result in the party. So at the end of the party where you've met this hostess, sit down and talk her through all of this. Let her know how the hostess rewards work. Write the guest list together. That's massive. You want to aim to sit down and brainstorm together, ideally 20 names on the guest list. Out of that, you're hoping that 10 show up on the day. If you have 10 people show up, I'm pretty sure that you will have great results. Your hostess will get lots of free products, and that's what we want. So yes, the hostess tips form is a great way that you can actually have one of those in the party pack for the hostess. But you know what? As we make the phone calls tonight, we will have a hostess tips form on the inside cover of our hostess coaching folder. It's all my little 1 to 31 tabs. I'll explain that later on as we go through the evening. But it's all there so that when you're on the phone to your hostess, you can actually have cheat notes in front of you and you'll remember exactly what to say and what to talk about and what to ask her about. So once you've done the party pack and you've coached your hostess through the party pack, then when you get home, send a nice little letter or a card in the mail. It's a personal touch. Get it in the mail within 24 to 48 hours. After you've made that booking. It's another way to keep in contact with your hostess, to keep the communication channels open and to keep her excited. So number 1, go through the party pack. Number 2, post a letter or a card in the mail, in the real mail. Don't do this by email. Make sure you're getting something in the mail so it gets noticed. Then we get to the phone calls. So are you ready? Phone call number 1. And let me just do a quick little whiz over to our chat box just to make sure we haven't got any urgent messages in there. Welcome to Michelle from Western Australia, Libby from New South Wales, Leanne from New South Wales. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I believe that my slides should be showing beautifully there as well. Okay, phone call number 1. and a few little tips to help you on the phone. First of all, when you're on the phone, smile. Even though they can't see you, your voice will sound happier. Be clear, be confident. Vary the tone and the pitch in your voice so that you're not boring on the phone, and match and mirror a little bit to their personality style. So if they're really excited, I want you to get excited. If they talk a little bit slow, I want you to slow it down and match their pace. This phone call is a short, quick phone call. It only takes 1 or 2 minutes. You want to make this first phone call to your hostess probably either the evening that she has received that letter in the mail, or maybe the next day. And it's really, really simple. So listen up, everyone, because I'm going to give you an example of what to do and say on this phone call number 1. And then we're going to open up to a session where you are going to jump on the phone before it's too late for everyone in Victoria and New South Wales and Queensland. And you're going to make some phone calls. And as you get off the phone, I want you to type in a message and say, yay, just made a phone call, or yay, just got a booking. But if you've got hostesses right now that have just booked in, say anytime over the last week, I would love for you to make this phone call. So let me give you an example first of all. If you have sent out a letter in the mail to confirm, this is what you would say. You'd say, hi, it's Melanie from XYZ company. Is that you, Sarah? Yes, great. I'm just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to see if you've received my letter in the mail today. Oh, good. Excellent. It's there. So I have saved the date and time for your get together. I've got you in for Saturday the 26th at 2:30 in the afternoon. That's the right day and time, isn't it? Yes. And I've written down your wish list. So I copied down all of your favorite products that we're aiming for as your free bonuses as a hostess. So I know you want to aim for, you know, X, Y, Z, whatever the items are that she highlighted on her wish list. So I've got that all noted down, and we're going to aim for that with your bonuses. Now, so Sarah, how are you going with your invite so far? Now, she could say anything to that, and it doesn't really matter, because when you do ask this, you're going to find a lot of hostesses haven't done a single thing about inviting anyone yet, and that's okay. You're just asking a question so that you're getting her to talk back to you as well, and she knows that that's a gentle reminder to then get active and get out there and start inviting people. So how are you going with your invite so far? If she says, no, I haven't done it at all, just say, that's okay. Look, now is a great time to get started on your invites. Anywhere this week would be perfect timing. Remember, it's always best to invite personally. So ideally, if you can see people face to face, or give them a quick phone call, that will work a lot better than doing things like email and Facebook messages and text messages. So Sarah, I'm going to give you a quick call early the week of your party. And when I call the next time, I'm going to actually talk you through the little hostess tips form that we've got inside your party pack. So thanks, Sarah, and I will talk to you then. Bang, that is it. That was about a 2-minute phone call. So ladies and gentlemen, if we have got anyone that has just joined us on the line within the last, say, 5 to 10 minutes or something, let me explain to you what we are doing. And for those of you who have been here from the beginning and you have hostesses that you can call right now to make phone call number 1, I'm going to leave that information up on the screen for you, and I want you to pick up your phone right now, start dialing your hostesses, make those phone calls. As you're going, as soon as you get off the phone and you've talked to your first hostess, I want to see the messages come through the chat box. So go, go, go right now. I'm going to leave those notes up on the screen to coach you through as you go. But for those of you who have just arrived and you have no idea what on earth Melanie Parker is doing here tonight, let me explain for you. So the whole concept here is I'm giving you short little snippets of training of how to do hostess coaching phone calls. And I know this is something that many of us struggle with. Personally, it's probably the thing that I hated doing the most when I was a brand new consultant. But I also understood that it was necessary and we had to do it if we want to truly never, ever run out of bookings again. So what I'm doing here for everyone right now is I'm giving you little snippets of training of the 5 steps of hostess coaching. What I've just done is given an example of how I make the first phone call, which is usually about 2 or 3 days after you met that hostess and booked her in, to touch base, keep her motivated, keep her on track. It's a simple phone call, just 1 or 2 minutes with a few little tips. Now, all of you who are here with me live right now, you are now going to pick up your phone. You're going to have your real hostess's phone numbers and names and contact details. And I'm encouraging you to get on the phone right now and to make those phone calls. Have we got anyone that's actually hit contact with a hostess yet? I can't see any messages yet, but it hasn't even been 2 minutes since I've got you to start dialing those numbers. So keep going. If you need to, if you're on the phone, I want you to actually put me on silent or turn the sound right down. And I want you to concentrate on your phone calls, okay? I'll be here maybe 3 minutes to 5 minutes to let you keep making that first phone call. And then I'm going to give you some more training again. So let me type a little, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn my webcam off. I'm going to watch the chat box now for about the next 3 minutes. And I think I'll just try and play a little bit of music in the background so that you don't think I've gone away. So I'll still be here. And in about 3 minutes, I'll come back up on the screen and we'll coach you through the next phone call, which will be phone call number 2. But I want you to go, go, go. Jump on the phone right now. Phone call number 1. Let me give you a really, really quick coaching session once again of how that works. So phone call number 1, you ring up and you say, hi, is that Sally? Yes, Sally, it's Melanie from XYZ company. Did you receive my letter in the mail today? Yep, great. I've saved that day and time for your get together on Saturday, the 26th. I've got you in for 2:30 in the afternoon. That was the right time, wasn't it, Sally? Yep, perfect. Now, I've written down all your wish lists so that we can keep track of all your favorite products that we want to be able to help you get as free products, and we're going to aim for them as your hostess bonuses. So how are you actually going with your invites so far, Sally? Oh, look, that's okay. You've still got plenty of time to get through your invites. So now is a great time to be able to start inviting people this week. And what I'm going to do next, I will give you a call early in the week that your party is actually on. So early the week of your party, I'll give you a call. And the next time I ring, what we're going to do is go through the little hostess tips form that I've got inside your party pack. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got about 2 more minutes. I'm now turning my microphone. Actually, no, I need to leave my microphone on, and I'm just going to switch over to some music for you while I check what's going on in our chat box. How is everyone going with phone calls? Let's give you another 60 seconds and then I'll come back up on screen. So once you see my webcam come back up, you can pop the phone down and we'll take you through the next section of training. Go, go, go. Oh, Phoebe, thank you. Thank you for your message. So phone call number 1, she's got a message saying she's too busy reading 50 Shades of Grey. I'll help you out with what to do with messages in a moment too. Okay, everyone coming back. How did you go? How did you go? Tell me, type into the chat box now. So finish the phone call that you're on. How did you go? I want to take a moment just to actually answer any questions that are coming through from challenges that you might have had from that right now. And then invite you all to come to one of our free workshops that's happening around the country within the next month to 3 months. In the next about six to 8 weeks, we've got quite a few free workshop events happening. Okay, so what have we got here in our chat box? I know I had a question. Okay, so Alicia's saying that she's done a phone call and it went to message bank. We had someone else typed in, Libby typed in that she got a message. I think the message bank must have said that she's too busy reading 50 Shades of Grey to answer the phone, which is a funny message. Now, my best suggestion, when you get messages and you can't get through, I do think that it's good to leave a message, even if it's one of those things that say to, you know, like leave a voice, you know, voice to text message. I think it's best to leave your name and your phone number so that they know that you've been trying to contact them. Some of the hostesses will ring you back, not many will, but I think it's better that they know that you've been trying to ring them than for them just to get a phone call from a strange number and they don't know what it is as well. So that's a really, really good comment there. And that this is what I want to get out of this coaching session. You know, you get on there and you actually make your phone calls with me here live, and then you ask me questions about what's happening while you're on the phone. So well done. Big round of applause for everyone there. Actually, you know what? I think I might even be able to hook into some sound effects and some groovy little things here. We might try that later on. Okay, so did I have any more questions there so far? Let me just check. Okay, good. I can see we've got, I've had a private message come through, a private message saying that we've got someone sending out their letters like they should be and wanting help with cold calls. I've got that towards the end, so hang in there with me. I'm going to give you some tips on that one. Okay, very quickly, you should be able to now see an offer button that is inviting you to register for our free workshops that we've got coming up. So this is your invite to come and book in right now. In fact, every single one of you who is here with me tonight, if you are anywhere near Adelaide, if you're anywhere near Perth, if you're anywhere near Melbourne, you have to book yourself in for this completely free live workshop. We only did the very first one of these last week in Muswellbrook, New South Wales. So hello to Muswellbrook, and it was awesome. It was an absolute pleasure to meet ladies face to face from Party Plan 123 and to spend an evening going through coaching and training on how to never ever run out of bookings again. So just before we make the first phone call or the next phone call, I want each and every one of you to click on that offer button right now and book yourselves in for the free workshop. Totally free. You can bring your friends along, but I do need you to register because I've got to make sure that I know the numbers of people that are coming to make sure I've got the right type of room available for us. So we've got new dates and locations available now. It's a free evening workshop. These will run from 7 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. They're on weeknights, and it's all about how to get bookings. And all you need to do is have a look over on the right hand side there, and I've got an orange offer box that says free workshops and locations and dates, and you click on the blue little button that says book your free spot for the workshop. So please, Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, you must go and do that right now, and we hope to be continuing to travel around the country and to do more of that for you in the future. So go, go, go. I want to meet more of you live face-to-face in our workshop training. So if we've had anyone else join us in the meantime, welcome. What we're doing, we're about halfway through taking this first group through the phone calls, particularly for the eastern side of Australia, because we're getting close to 8 p.m. in our time zone on the east side. Those of you joining us from Western Australia, it's only about to hit 6 p.m. So I usually find it's best to make my phone calls between 6:30 in the evening up until 8 o'clock at night. That's when I find that most people will answer their phone, especially on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights are usually the best nights for hostess phone calls. So I'm going to take you through some coaching right now of how to make phone call number 2. This is the main phone call. This is the big one that usually takes about 5 minutes. And what you do is you talk your hostess through the hostess tips form. So you're checking everything, how everything is going for the party. So let me just bring up some more notes here for you. So it is the main phone call. This one takes about 5 minutes. And I find it's best to do this roughly about 5 days before the party. So if the party's on a Saturday, doing this on a Monday or a Tuesday night or even a Wednesday night is perfect. So about 5 days before, because it's close enough to the party that you can make that phone call, and that really is the last phone call. You don't need to make any more phone calls after that. But it's also far enough away that if you happen to talk to that hostess on the Tuesday night before and she hasn't done much organizing, she's still got a few days up her sleeve that she can quickly get the word out there and invite people and make sure that that party goes ahead. So when you're making this phone call, ask the hostess to physically have the party pack in front of her to pull out the hostess tips form. So what I've got here in front of me is the folder that all of our members get in our home study course. This is all set up for them. And on the inside cover here, I just need to come back to my camera screen so that I can see what I'm showing you. On the inside cover here, I put the hostess tips form so that it's always in front of you. As you're making your phone calls, you can refer to this and you can just simply go through this little checklist and make sure that you've told her everything that she needs to know. This has got 1 to 31 tabs, so that for each day of the month, when you open up to that particular date, all of the hostess details forms are in there for any hostesses that are due for a phone call. So today is the 1st of July. So I would actually open up to number 1, and anyone that I need to make phone calls to today, their hostess details forms would be in there. And yeah, so it's a really cool way of keeping track of everything and not forgetting any hostesses and not letting anyone fall through the cracks. Now, let me just see if I've got some other little tips here for you. So with this one, basically what you want to do is just go through the hostess tips form, and you just want to, again, explain how the hostess rewards work. Let her know what she gets for the booking. So the first booking will help you achieve this, and the next booking will help you achieve that. And then you want to actually check how she's going with the RSVPs. But it's always great to do this in a question format. So something like, so Sally, tell me, how are you going with your RSVPs now? How, have you got anyone who would have loved to have come along, but just the day and time doesn't suit them? Because you can always offer to them to be able to look through the catalogue and support you by placing an outside order. You want to check things about how to set up on the day. Ideally, I think it's best to do your party around a dining room table because it's very easy to have a captivated audience that you can keep eye contact with all the way along. So let her know that you want to be able to set up around the dining room table. Let her know what time you will arrive, probably about half an hour before to set up. Ask if you need any special instructions on finding the house. And it's always great to go over how you want the refreshments to be done. So if you're doing snacks or refreshments, Sally, what I recommend is that you keep it really simple. Most people just do a bit of coffee and cake or a little bit of cheese and crackers, and we'll bring that out at the end after we've done the demonstration, so you can have your social time at the end. And we don't want you stuck in the kitchen, slaving over a hot stove. We want you to be able to sit down and relax and enjoy the experience with us. So we've got you in for 2:30 on Saturday. I'll arrive at 2 p.m. I'm really looking forward to seeing you and helping you get lots of your free products. Any other questions from you, Sally? No, great. I will see you then. So again, it's that little hostess tips form that sits in front of your hostess coaching folder so that you can glance at it. You never forget what to do or what to say. It's all there in front of you. And the beauty of it is that your hostess has a copy inside her party pack as well. So it's really easy for her to communicate with you. She's hearing what you say, she's seeing what you're seeing, so the information is being taken in on a deeper level, and she's really understanding the message that you're getting across and helping her to have a great result on the day. All right, so everyone on the eastern part of Australia, I want you to pick up your phones now. We've got about 10 minutes for you to make these phone calls if you want to. I would say don't call anyone after about 8 tonight. So I'm going to flick my webcam off. I'm going to put a little bit of music on, or I might just keep coaching through here with the voice for a little while. But I'm going to take my webcam off because it's time for you to concentrate. So everyone, pick up your phones. You're now going to call your hostesses who have a party booked in this week. So anyone who has parties booked in for this week, let's go, go, go. Pick up the phone, talk them through the hostess tips form, ask them how they're going with the RSVPs, touch base again on how all their hostess bonuses work. Explain to her how she can get the free products. Let her know you were excited. You might need to go through things like payment options, outside orders, how you want to set up, what time you're going to arrive. So go, go, go. I will be watching the chat box, and I'm going to type in messages, type in anything that you got through to a hostess, that there was no answer. That's all right. I'll help you with those ones. Type in messages and let me know what your hostess said and how the party's going. So I'm turning my webcam off, and I'm going to let you concentrate, and I'm going to give you about 5 minutes, maybe 7 or 8 minutes to do this. So go, go, go. Pick up the phone. I'll be right here on the chat though. So I'll answer questions straight away on the chat box. So turn down the sound on your computer if you need to, so that you can concentrate. I'm cheering you on. You can do it. Don't be scared of the phone. I'm right here, everyone. So what we're doing right now, just in case we've had brand new people join us on the line, I've given some training for everyone on how to make the second phone call to your hostess, which is done about 5 days before the party in preparation for a successful get-together on the day. But what we're doing now is everyone is actually on their phones calling their real hostesses. And I'm encouraging you to type in any questions, any objections, or curly situations that you get along the way. And I'm going to be here typing in replies. And I'm going to give you all about another 5 minutes to continue to make your second phone call. So remember, if you're in the eastern side of Australia, we've got about 5 minutes left before I recommend you do not make any more phone calls. It will get too late at night. But for South Australia and Western Australia, we are in your peak phone call time pretty much right now. So let's go, go, go. Let's get the work done. Okay, so I'm keeping a close eye on my chat box. So as soon as you get through, please let me know. I want to hear some good messages. Tell me some good news. Go, go, go. So we just had a really good question there from Pam again, just asking to clarify the time of the call. So I find it's best between 6:30 in the evening and 8 o'clock is when you will get the most people that answer their phone. People are home from work. It's after dinner. As you get around 7:30, even the small kids are in bed, so mums are able to have a quick chat to you. But don't really make those phone calls any later than about 10 past 8 at the very latest, which we are approaching right now. So New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, let's dial one more phone number. One more phone number before the end of the night. Who can get through to someone right now from Victoria, Queensland, New South Wales? Dial one more hostess that you've got ideally over the next week, a party booking over the next week, maybe the next 2 weeks. So let's get on there and make some phone calls together. I will be back in about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Just letting you know I'm still here, but I'm just giving you some quiet time so that you can actually get your phone calls done right now as well. So another 2 minutes. Let's go. Let's talk to one more hostess. Go, go, go. And then we'll do some more training after this. Oh, great. I can see another. Oh, I can see questions. Yay, yay, yay. All right. I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, about 30 seconds, everyone, and then I'm going to come back up on the webcam and we'll continue through on some more training. Okay, how did you go, everyone? How was that? All right, I'm just flicking between slides and chat box and messages and all sorts of things going on here. So let me come back over to our chat, and we had some really good questions. Now, first of all, round of applause, everyone. Come on, give yourselves pats on the backs. Let's high five each other through the screen. You ready? Hi, 10. I'm really, really proud of you for being here tonight. And, you know, you're being brave right now to be here online with me. And especially for people like, you know, Alicia, Fiona, who are picking up the phone. I can see the messages coming in there. You know, well done. Thumbs up to you. I know this is a bit bizarre watching me on a computer screen, but hey, I think it's the next best thing to being in my office and actually making phone calls, you know, to the hostesses in person, isn't it? Like, it's the next best thing. Why can't this be a great opportunity for you to learn? And why can't I share some more tips with you on how to never ever run out of bookings again and have more parties go ahead? Now, keep typing in questions. We've got a couple of really good ones in here. I want to just brainstorm on this, and that we're going to keep moving on. So I'm going to do some training on, what have we got left? We've got step number 5 about what to do when you arrive at the party. So, and then we'll recap on the 5 Ps of hostess coaching. But I want to give you a moment to talk to you about what to do with your, what would we call them? Like promotional event leads or cold calls. Anyone that you've got names and phone numbers for that you can ring to ideally get a booking. I know that's what you want, isn't it? You want to be able to ring those people and get them to say yes to getting a booking. So I'm going to coach you on that in a moment. And then I'm really going to be online for another hour yet. And I know that in Western Australia right now, and even South Australia, we're in perfect times right now for you guys to be on the phone making your phone calls. So if timing is right, I'll actually switch right back to the beginning again and then coach again. So if you've been here from the beginning, but you now want your team and other people to go through this, can you scroll up to the top of the page? Can you go ahead and hit that share button? You know, text through the link to people. Just get everyone here, because I'm going to be here for another whole hour yet to coach them through. So we're on the page partyplan123.com/meeting. Come and meet with us and we will help you through. All right, let me get to these questions and then we'll go on to some more coaching and training. And if you want to have a sticky beak, ladies and gentlemen, what I've actually done is I've just pulled up a offer link onto the right hand side there. And I've put together a special little discount offer for each and every one of you tonight. I'll go through some more info about what's in there. By the way, there's physical real products. You know, this cool folder I've been holding up and showing you all of these things, that's actually a part of that pack with all the CDs. So, you know, cool real physical products get sent out to you, and 2 live full day seminar tickets. It's like come and spend a full day of training face to face included in that as well. So if you want to take a sticky beak, you can go ahead and press that little button in the orange offer box right now. and you can go and check out that one and become a member of the Roadmap to Party Plan Success, and we'll get all of that shipped out to you to your home. So let me come over to these questions. So there were 2 questions in here. So Fiona was saying that she's talked to a hostess. So congratulations, you've actually been brave enough, Fiona, to make that phone call, to get on the phone, and you've had the booking and you've made contact. So you've talked to a real person tonight. So well done, congratulations, very proud of you. But she's talked to that hostess on the phone, and now she's saying she's not sure if she can go ahead with that class now, or that party booking. So she's offered a new tentative date. So well done for being assertive to offer a new tentative date. And she's going to get back to you. So you're really now trying to figure out what date she'll rebook into, which is a bit of a pain because we don't really want hostesses to postpone, but you are better off rebooking the party and it going ahead than losing that booking altogether. So really, what other advice and tips can I give you there? So first of all, it's good to get a good understanding on your hostess rewards. So hopefully your company gives the hostess bonuses if she got bookings on the day of her party. And I'm hoping that those parties that were booked have to go ahead for the previous hostess to get her bonuses. And I'm also hoping that your company will only give them the booking bonuses if the party goes ahead within a certain amount of time. I love working with companies where they only give those bonuses out if the party is held within 3 weeks from the date of her own party. Why? Because what it does is it helps to make sure that more parties go ahead and they don't postpone. Because what you can do, so if you're like Fiona and you've got a hostess that's a bit wishy-washy and she's saying, oh, I'm not sure if that day and time is going to work. What you can do is just remind her very nicely, is say, okay, Fiona, so well, actually, first of all, tell me what's happening. Tell me what you're coming across and what are people saying and what's the situation. Fill me in a little bit more on that, first of all. And she'll go, la, 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 whatever, whatever. You might find that if you ask the question, so first of all, tell me who can come on that day and time. If you ask that question, sometimes you'll find out that they'll rattle off 3 or 4 people that can come, but they just were hoping to have it later because they want 6 or 7 people to come. You know what? Let's just go ahead with it. It's never going to suit everyone. You've got 3 or 4 people there that can come, so let's go ahead with it. Because, and this is where I'm saying you've got to say this nicely and tie it back to the hostess rewards and the deadlines that hopefully your company give you. So let's just go ahead with it, even with the 3 or 4 people, because Rebecca's going to get a $50 gift voucher or whatever it is, as long as your party can go ahead on the day and time as we've got planned. Because for her to get the $50 voucher, the party needs to go ahead within 3 weeks from the date that her party was on. And the date that we've got booked in for you is right in that, it's kind of in that 2.5 week period. So if we postpone it for another week or 2, I'm afraid I can't give Rebecca her $50. So is it okay with you, Sally? So don't ask a yes or no question. I'm really saying, so then throw it back at her and say, so Sally, is it okay? Can we just go ahead with it with the 3 or 4 people as planned so that Rebecca doesn't miss out on her bonuses? Okay, so I know we're tugging at the heartstrings a little bit, but there's nothing wrong with that because that's what your company's given you. Your company gives you these tools deliberately, okay? Companies that give you great hostess bonuses as a reward for today's hostess getting bookings, those companies really understand the importance of helping you to get bookings. So they're going to give you rewards that you can give to your hostess for the bookings. And companies need to be tough and give you a timeline that party's got to be held by so that the party goes ahead and so that they don't just continually postpone and postpone and postpone. Because what's going to happen is you're going to be waiting for ages before that party goes ahead so that you can make some money again. There's no need to wait that long. And a good business, a successful business, will have regular, consistent parties happening. Your guests, your party guests and your hostess will be the most excited if she holds her party within 2 or 3 weeks from when you first met her. If it drags on to 4 weeks away and 6 weeks away, her motivation goes down and it all becomes a little bit too difficult. And what you don't want to do is for her to postpone and then to end up cancelling altogether. Okay, so in a nice way, be quite assertive and be a little bit tough with them, if that's the right words to use, and remind them, so I'm hearing you, Fiona, so look, I know you'd love to have 6 or 7 people there, but, in reality, it's never going to suit anyone. And Rebecca only gets her voucher if we can hold it by such and such a date. So, you've got 3 or 4 people that can come along. How about we see who they could bring along as a friend? Why don't we go ahead with it on that day and time as planned? Because it's really too late now to be able to postpone it and still get Rebecca's bonuses. So let's go ahead with it on that date as planned, so that she doesn't miss out. Sound good? Great. Okay, so I hope you get something from that, and I hope you're understanding where I'm coming from. Now, I know we had something else come in here. So lots of people are asking again, best times to call. So I've been saying 6:30 to 8 p.m. make your phone calls on a weeknight. I just usually find Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights are the best. That's when people tend to be home and they answer their phone. Thursday nights, I don't know, people go shopping, people are playing sports. I've never had much luck on a Thursday night. Friday nights, it's the weekend. Woo, everyone goes into party mode. And it seems like us Aussies, we don't like to answer the phone much on the weekend. So Alicia actually was asking, would you recommend weekdays only, or can I do phone calls on a weekend as well? Weekends are okay. I just find that a lot of Australians, they're off doing sports with the family and they're doing shopping and family lunches and whatever, cleaning the house. I just find that I don't get as many people answer the phone. So if you are someone who doesn't have a lot of time and you need to get your work done in a short amount of time and get good results, usually the weeknights are better. Now, you just got to be a bit careful with making phone calls on a Sunday, I think. I know we're not telemarketers, but we're not ringing up just for a social chit chat as a family member either. So I think if you're going to do weekends, it's probably best to do a Saturday instead of a Sunday, and don't be calling in the evening. So if you're going to do weekends, do more like during the daytime and not too early in the morning either, because people like their sleep-ins. All right, did I have any other questions there? I'll check up on those questions and chat, because there is a little bit more coming through then. So I'll help that. But I want to keep going with some more actual coaching and training. So where are we up to? And by the way, remember, if you want to go over to the special offer there, what we've done is put a big bundle together with heaps of discounts and bonuses and really cool things. So you get all these jazzy little training packs sent out to you, 2 live event seminar tickets, and the full massive 6 modules of our home study course, which is the roadmap to party plan success. That's the best training of everything we have. So a common question that I get is kind of like, what's this pack like versus that pack? Well, if you're someone that needs help with putting all the pieces of the puzzle together so that you never run out of bookings again and you've got a smooth running business, the roadmap to party plan success home study course is the absolute best one that really gives you the methodical, simple, step-by-step strategies, training online, training in physical products to help you every step of the way, and free seminar tickets for full all-day seminar as well. Now, what else have I got here with my slides? Okay, so step number 5, party arrival. I would recommend you want to arrive for your party at least half an hour before to set up so that you can be ready to greet the guests with enthusiasm as they arrive. Now, when you arrive, I also recommend that your hostess should have her wish list. If you sell products that the hostess can wear and demonstrate and model, put those products on her. So that would apply if you're doing anything with like makeup or skincare or clothing or jewelry. put all her favorite things on her so that as the guests arrive, they're seeing those products straight away. She feels amazing because she's looking amazing. She's excited. And that passion is going to rub off onto the guests as they arrive. And of course, it makes a better impact on the guest if the hostess is doing the promoting rather than you doing the promoting, because she's like a testimonial for you then. So her favorite pieces, her favorite products are either on her or out on display. Every guest is going to have a wish list, so they're ready to highlight all their favorite products, and they'll have a recruitment flyer, a hostess rewards flyer, so something that talks about what's in it for them if they want to book a party and get the free products. Have a big smile and greet everyone as they arrive. So I think I've got a little recap screen here. So I've got to flick between these slides all the time here. Whoops, let me scroll down. So let's just recap on what those 5 steps to stop cancellations and the 5 Ps of hostess coaching. So if anyone's just joined us, because some of you might have gone ahead and like sent out text messages and Facebook messages to get more people in here, because I'm here for another hour yet. So if you want people to go right through this with us, get them in here right now. So if anyone's just joined us on the line, what we're doing is we're coaching you through the 5 steps of how to stop your cancellations. We're making some phone calls together. I'm doing example phone calls with you, and then you guys are actually making phone calls while I'm here answering your questions in the chat, and we're getting your hostess coaching phone calls done and out of the way, and we're getting real results for you. So thank you. It's been great to have you all here. So let's just recap. 5 steps to stop your cancellations. What were the 5 Ps? What are they? Number 1 is go through the party pack on the day that the hostess books in. Coach her through everything inside that party pack, how to get the bonuses, write the guest list together, how to invite people, and let her know when you're going to be making that first phone call. Number 2 was to post a letter or a confirmation card in the mail. So it's a different type of communication. You're keeping at the front of her mind so she's not forgetting about the party, but you're not nagging her by making phone call after phone call after phone call. So it's a different type of communication. Send it in the real mail, because that will get noticed, because we don't get a lot of real mail these days. So step number 3 is where we launch into the phone call. So phone call number 1 is where you're just making a quick phone call to check if she's received your letter in the mail. Let her know you've got her in for this day and time. You've written down all of her favorite pieces on her wish list, and just ask her, so Sally, how are you going with your invitations so far? Doesn't really matter what she says to that, but just let her know that now is a great time to invite people and you're really looking forward to her get together. And what you're going to do is call her again early the week of the party. And what you'll do that time is go through the hostess tips form that's inside her party pack. So it's easy to remember what to talk to her about and how to help her. So that was phone call number 2. Phone call number 1, but it's step number 3. The phone call number 2 is the main phone call that happens about 5 days before the party. That's where you're going to spend about 5 minutes coaching her right through the hostess tips form. So she'll have that in front of her. You'll have one in front of you from your folder, just like this. And you just simply talk her through it, explain the hostess rewards, how to have maximum guests on the day, how you want to set up, the time to arrive, things to do with your refreshments, outside orders, anyone who wants to know about the income opportunity so far. So all of those kind of things is going to be there. Have your party pack ready and available on the day. It's all there. Coach her through that. And then step number 5 is party arrival. So it's being there about half an hour before the party to set up, to calm your hostess down, and to get everyone excited as the guests come in the front door. All right, now I'm going to help you out in a moment with that question that we had, might have been Pam asking me, what about cold calls? What about if I've got people that haven't booked in, but I've got names and phone numbers of people that I can ring and basically offer some free products to say yes to being my hostess. But just before we do that, let me go over, I'm not sure if you've all heard that we've got a special happening at the moment on, this is our little video membership program. So it's 30% off at the moment. You can get started on our Daily Dose video membership for only like $12. And that will actually give you a whole month series of videos where we're taking our members through a training program right now on the topic of, you're going to love this one, it's always popular. It's how to get bookings when you have none. So right now, everyone who's joining that program for just $12, which is 35% off, is going to get daily videos for the whole next month. Short little videos that take you through training on how to get bookings when you have none. It's super duper popular. We've had so many new members joining that program. It's really blown me away. So I thought, why not open that opportunity up for all of you here tonight too? So to get into that one, if you have a look over on your right-hand side of the screen at the moment, there's a little orange tab there with the Daily Dose 35% off. When you just go down to where it says click here to get 35% off the video membership, and that'll open up the screen there, and make the most of it, because yeah, that's about to close down, that special offer with the 35% off. So that's good for people who maybe just want a little bit of extra help with their party plan business. If you're not ready for the whole big massive pack where you get everything and the really detailed training on the 6 modules of the roadmap to party plan success, this is better for people that just want to test a little something out and get some extra help at the moment. All right, so let's talk about cold calls. And then I'm going to help people out who are in Western Australia and South Australia, because you've got perfect time right now to be able to jump on the phone again and make some more phone calls. Let's help you get some real results in your party plan business and never ever run out of bookings again. Okie dokie, so cold calls. So if you've got people that you've maybe had enter into a competition entry box, from an expo or a market, or even in local businesses, you know, really names and phone numbers of people that you can contact and tell them about your products and invite them to become your hostess. A lot of people ask me, what do you say on these phone calls? The first thing we've got to understand is that we allow procrastination to block us from making these phone calls big time. We've got to get over that procrastination. And it's really not even that scary. So you know what? Just ignore the nerves that are in your belly. You're going to be a little bit scared. We're all scared. Let's get over that. Let's not let that stop us. We've got to stop procrastinating and actually pick up the phone and make these phone calls. Because if you've received names and phone numbers from somewhere, you're going to get the best result from those names and phone numbers if you call them within the next 2 or 3 days maximum. If you've got names and phone numbers that have been sitting there for weeks and weeks and weeks, the quality of them is getting less and less and less. And you want bookings right now, so why wait? So really, my best suggestion is to keep it simple. Offer something extra as a thank you for booking today. And when you do book them, you want to book them into the next 3 weeks maximum. So let's say that you have been at a local market or an expo, some kind of like a promotional stand display or a vendor event. Let's say you've got a bunch of names and phone numbers from an event like that, and you're ready to ring them. When I ring them, I would just say, hi, it's Melanie from XYZ company. How are you going? We've received your entry into our competition entry draw. We're giving away, you know, a $50 voucher or whatever it might be. And I just wanted to let you know that you've actually won a prize. So the big prize was won by Mary. But Sally, for you, we wanted to offer you, as a little thank you for coming along to the expo on the day, we wanted to offer you a $25 gift voucher as a thank you for having your own party. That's on top of everything else that all of our hostesses normally get. So if you did have a party to get the extra $25 gift voucher, would you prefer to do a weekday or a weekend? So let me ask that question to you again. I want you to really listen to this closing question. So Sally, if you were to have a party, what would you prefer so that you can get your extra $25 gift voucher? Would you prefer to do a weekday or a weekend? Now, when I ask you that question, how are you reacting? What's your mind doing? So if you were to have a party so you can get your extra $25 gift voucher, what would you prefer, a weekday or a weekend? I think your mind's probably trying to figure out, well, what is better for me, a weekday or a weekend? Suddenly the question doesn't become yes or no, do I want a party? But if I had a party, would I do a weekday or a weekend? And if they say to you a weekday or a weekend, if they give you one of those responses, you have your bookings diary right there in front of you and you offer your 2 closest dates and get them to choose which one suits them best. And you book them in, confirm that they've got their extra $25 gift voucher and get really excited for them. You just got a booking. So this is not rocket science. It's actually pretty simple. When you've got names and phone numbers, first of all, do not procrastinate. Call them straight away. You'll get the best quality out of them if you're ringing them within 2 to 3 days. Yes, quick, really quickly. So you ring them and say, hi, Sally, it's Melanie from XYZ Company. Just wanted to confirm we've definitely got your entry into the draw here for the $50 voucher we were giving away. We've drawn that prize just today and Mary has won it. But I wanted to give you some great news because you've won one of the other prizes and you've won a $25 gift voucher for having your own party. So and that's on top of everything else that all of our hostesses normally get. So this is an extra $25 gift voucher to you from me as a thank you for entering the draw at the expo. And so if you did have your own party to get the extra $25 voucher, Sally, what would you prefer? Would you prefer to do a weekday or a weekend? And you just see what she says, okay? So it's simple. It's a nice greeting. You're excited, you're passionate, you're friendly, you're recapping who you are, where you're from. Tell her about the prize draw. Give her an extra offer. I find with people like this, because they're not coming from a party where they're booking a party to help the hostess, people like this, you need to give something a little bit extra, whatever that might be, that you can give them as a thank you for booking in. It gives them an extra reason to say yes. And it's an alternate question at the end. If you did have a party, would you prefer to do a weekday or a weekend? Now, I'm going to ask a question and I want to see some answers in the chat box here. I just want to know, does anyone have these kind of phone calls that they can make right now? So can everyone who is here with me at the moment, can you just type yes or no into the chat box right now? Do you have cold calls that you could make right now for the next 5 or 10 minutes? Do you have names and phone numbers for cold calls that you could make right now for the next 5 or 10 minutes? If you're still here on the line and you're in New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, and it's too late now at night to make phone calls, stay with me. You can stay here because we'll give you more coaching and help. But I know it's too late for you to make phone calls. Can you just type in a yes or a no? So if you're in those kind of states that it's too late, just write in no. So do you have names and phone numbers of people who you could call right now that are cold calls? So I'm getting some no's coming in. I think Pam's saying she really likes the ideas and the tips there. She's saying so clever. I don't know about clever. It's pretty simple. Everything I teach is really simple, but it works and it gets results. And so everything that I train and teach with Party Plan 1, 2, 3, it's me sharing with you exactly what I've done for years and years and years to get oodles of bookings and to never ever run out of bookings again. So it's me really lifting the lid off my business and letting you see inside exactly how I've done it, the simple steps, because I have a lot of systems that have step by step. Do this step first. We've just gone through 5 Ps of hostess coaching. So now you know exactly what to do. You do that step and then you move on to the next one. So it's all systematized. Is that a word? Systematized? Systematic? But it's simple. It's proven. We've had people from so many different companies now, so many different types of products that are using the 6 modules in the roadmap to Party Plan Success, and it's working for them too, which is beautiful. So I don't know if we've got anyone right now who has those names and phone numbers of cold calls that they can do. So we might just leave that as a bit of a coaching session and come back to some more live phone calls on Hostess Coaching. Okay, but thank you for sticking there with me, everyone. Now I just need to flick over to my slides here. So let me just give you a reminder, recap questions. You know, once I've given you these tips, it's up to you. You're the only person that can put this into action and get the real results for you and for your business as well. So what I'm going to do, we're a little bit past our halfway mark. I'm going to flick back over to the special offer here of the roadmap to Party Plan Success. Just make sure I'm showing the right one here. I'm going to leave that offer tab on the right-hand side. So to get access to this bundle offer that we've got, you just scroll down to where it says click here for discount offer home study course. So I'll leave that there, and I'll just take a couple of minutes to talk you through what's really in this pack, because I know we've been showing you some of the physical products, and I've been talking about the live seminar tickets and the 6 different modules. But let me actually give you all the detail of what this is, and then we'll do some more phone calls. Western Australia, South Australia, we can do some more phone calls. Actually, South Australia is getting a little bit late now too, isn't it? So everyone in Western Australia, can you go and give a big cooey to all your Party Plan friends, all your direct selling friends? Let's get everyone from WA on the line here, and let's keep going. Okay, so the home study course, what does it include? So there's a section in there on how to get bookings at the party, because it's important to help you to get your business on automatic pilot. The big goal for you as a party plan consultant is to have all of your bookings coming from the parties, so that you do not have to rely on promotional events and all of those other kind of like expos and competition boxes, and you don't have to rely on harassing people in line at Woolworths and Coles to get your groceries and showing them your products and your catalogs. Okay, wouldn't it be great if you could just do your parties and get all of the bookings that you need from your parties? So there's heaps of training on how to get bookings at the party. Likewise, there's also heaps of training on how to get bookings when you have none. And that's because this is a big crisis in our industry, because the typical journey and experience for a party plan consultant is that we start off by doing parties for our friends and our family. And we have this kind of contact list of people that we know, and we go and approach them to be our first hostesses. But sometimes we're nervous to really ask for the bookings and to offer the business or the income opportunity in those circles as our friends and family, or our confidence level just isn't high enough to do it. And so what happens is, for most of us, 2 or 3 months after we've started doing parties, we've ended up with no party bookings at all, because we've burnt through all those lists of our friends and families. We've done parties for everyone who was interested there, and now we're stuck for ideas of how to get new hostesses. So what I do is actually give you lots of training and support on 3 simple strategies that you can use to get bookings if you've got none at all right now. So we cover everything in that. So how to get bookings at the party, so you can get your business on automatic pilot, but then also how to get bookings when you have none. So the roadmap to Party Plan Success. So this is the biggest and the best. This is like my heart and soul poured out to you and put everything in writing and in audio and in video. It's just all there for you. It's everything. It's like the A to Z of running a party plan business. So how does this really work? There is a section where you've got online, instant, member access only. So as soon as you say yes to getting started in our home study course, you have a password, you can log on online, and all of this is there. You get our ebook on how to get bookings when you have none. You have 6 video modules. So that's me actually, that's like hours, and it's days and days worth of videos, to be honest. You will be tired of my voice by the end of it. You'll know me really, really well, because there's 6 video modules and there's 6 audio modules. Let me just quickly talk you through the topics that we cover. Okay, module 1 is how to get bookings when you have none. Module number 2 is the triple M of success. So this helps you with overcoming getting the mindset of success that you need. But for a lot of us, it's really overcoming the negative thoughts that are in our mind that cause us to self-sabotage. So the triple M of success, helping you get that mindset right. Module 3 is an awesome one. It's the 10 steps of how to run the party. So 10 steps, A to Z, all the way through what to do, what to say to run your party. Number 4 is help your hostess. So it's actually really, really detailed training on the 5 steps of the hostess coaching, which cuts down on your cancellations and postponements. Module number 5 is knowing your numbers. So this helps you to run your business as a real business. And this helps you to get that smooth, steady, reliable income, so that your income doesn't go up and down all the time, but it helps you to be able to have a reliable income so that you can actually have Party Plan as your real regular income and make real money out of this business. And then number 6, module 6 is systems that create success. So that's where I actually train you and teach you how to use all these folders and systems and organization things to keep track of all your paperwork and make life easy, to save you time as well. So you've got the online access, and then you have physical products. So all this stuff actually gets sent out to you. These are all CDs. A lot of ladies tell me that the thing that they use the most are these CDs. And yeah, it's a bit of an effort to put this all into physical products, but I think it's worthwhile because I think there's still a lot of value in, at the end of the day, being able to touch and feel something and get a big box of goodies that's delivered to you. And I think when it's real, you tend to use it more instead of just being something that's online. So when you've got these real folders, it kind of becomes a whole heap more precious, doesn't it? And it's more tactile. So yeah, a lot of ladies love those CDs, and they play them in the car when they're going to and from the parties, and they're listening to training as they're going. But even also just as they're dropping kids off at school and doing the errands, listening to that training all the time, because to really get a good grip of something that's new, you need to have repetitive learning. You need to hear that same message over and over again. And I just want you to know too, we actually give you a few bonuses. So you get that big resource folder. There's some bonuses of 2 more video series that are online, which is another few hours worth of training and modules. The how-to guide on how to get bookings when you have none. But the big bonuses are 2 live event full day seminar tickets, like spend a whole day with me. Now we've got events that are already booked in for Perth and for Adelaide and for Melbourne. So listen up for a second so I can give you some more information on dates and times for our live event seminars. These are the full day seminars. So Perth is going to be July, end of July. Thursday the 30th of July is all day in Perth. The next one is Adelaide. So in Adelaide, we're doing all day seminar on September. So September, I think it's a Wednesday. Is it Wednesday the 16th of September? I think it is. Wednesday the 16th of September is Adelaide. And then Melbourne is the next day. Thursday the 17th of September is Melbourne. So all of our home study course members actually get 2 tickets to come and spend a full day doing training with me on the roadmap to Party Plan success. Let's keep flicking through slides here really, really quickly. So by the time you add all that up, you've got a massive value in there of $1,273 because it's your physical products, it's your 6 modules, it's video training, audio training, workbooks, folders, resources, all these forms that I've been talking about tonight. That's all there printed, and it's there to download as well. It's your 2 live event seminar tickets as well. But we've given you a really generous offer here in this session. So you can get started right now for less than half price. And in fact, we've even made it possible that you can start for, actually, you can get started with a deposit of like about only $51. You can get it right down to, because what we've done is we've given you a special offer where, and let me just check my notes and make sure I'm telling you the right thing. Oh, yes, that's right. The first 20 people here today, if you enter the promo code on that orange offer button, so just go to the right-hand column there and go to the little blue button that says click here for the discount offer home study course, enter the promo code 49ticket, 49ticket, and that'll save you another $50. So that's for the first 20 people here today as well. But I just want to make sure I've told you everything. So yeah, payment plans, you can do credit card, you can do PayPal. It is all completely up to you. I think most of us are in Australia tonight anyway, so we don't need to talk about conversion rates of US dollars and all the rest of it. But at the moment in our lifetime, the Australian dollar is still less than the US dollar. So it's even kind of cheaper for people in America, if that makes sense. So yeah, you can get started tonight for only $51, and we actually ship all that out to you, and you can book in for a full day seminar for 2 people as well. Beautiful. All right, so Western Australia, who have I got from Western Australia? Say hello to me, Western Australia. Where's my chat box? Okay. Oops, typo. Hello, Western Australia. Who have we got out there? Because what's the time in WA, in Perth right now? It's about 5 to 7 in the evening. So what shall we do? What shall we do? Who have I got here from WA? Anyone that can type in at the moment? I know sometimes if you're connecting on your phone into this session, it can be hard to type into the chat box while you're on the phone. So I get that. So there's probably some people who can hear me but can't really type back in to the messages. So I'm going to keep going for about half an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick back to the beginning and encourage our Western Australian followers to join us. Oops, I've got to get these slides showing again. Okay, so I'm going to encourage our Western Australian followers to join us, and let's do some more phone calls. So what we're doing is really helping you to stop your cancellations. We're doing your hostess coaching phone calls that I know many of us get a little bit scared to do or nervous to do. Maybe you just don't even know how to do them. I got a message, I believe it was on Facebook this week, from one of our followers, because I put out a question on our Facebook page actually, and I'll see if I can put a link in here for our Facebook page for you to go and check it out. I put a little question on there to try and find out what people really thought and felt about doing their phone calls. And one of the messages that I got back was, you know, this lady was doing her phone calls now because finally someone had actually taught her how to do hostess coaching, and all she needed was someone to actually teach her what to do and what to say, and now she's off, and it's helping more of her parties to go ahead, and she's getting more sales, more bookings, and more recruits, and that's what we all want, isn't it? So sometimes it just takes someone to care enough to sit down and say, you know what, here's some simple steps to follow. Do these 5 things with your hostesses. Do it for every single hostess. And if you do, guarantee you'll get far better results than you've been getting. More parties will go ahead, more sales will come in, more bookings will come in, and more people will want to join your team. Fabulous. You know, that's the ultimate goal for us as direct sellers. So I'm here tonight to share with you those 5 simple steps. They're easy. Anyone can do it. It's just a matter of having the discipline and choosing to put it into action, because once we know how to do it, the next step is actually making ourselves do it, isn't it? Which can be the challenge. So that's where I'm saying, you know, you're best to do your phone calls. I find most people will answer the phone on a weeknight, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, ideally between 6:30 and 8 p.m. in the evening. There's 5 steps. So just in case we've got people that are just joining us here now, in particular from Western Australia, ready to make your phone calls. I want to help you make your phone calls. I'm going to give you some really basic training on what to do and say in those phone calls. And then I'm going to switch the music on and I'm going to let you pick up the phone and let you make some phone calls right now. And I'll be right here. I'll be in the chat box so that as you make that phone call, and if you've got any questions about what just happened on the phone, type in a question to me and I'll come back and I will help you. So there's 5 steps, 5 P's to hostess coaching, which will help you to stop your cancellations. Number 1, go through the party pack. Number 2, post a letter or a confirmation card in the mail. Number 3 is phone call number 1. Number 4, phone call number 2. And then number 5 is party arrival. So that first step is done on the day that you meet the hostess and you make the booking. It's great to sit down just for 5 minutes. And first of all, thank her for having the party and let her know how she can get her bonuses. You know, these are all the things that are on your wish list that we'll aim for in your free products. And this is how you can achieve them. You know, when the sales get you this, the bookings get you that. And explain all of that for her. And then my best suggestion is to brainstorm the guest list together physically. Grab a pen, give her the hostess party pack, flick it over and get her to write down the names of 20 people who she can invite. Help her do that. Get it done so that she doesn't procrastinate. And then you just talk her through the hostess tips form. When you're doing the first step of hostess coaching, you only need to talk the hostess through that very top little bit up the top there. It's just 6 simple steps that help your hostess get underway. And then step number 2, get a confirmation letter or a card in the mail, ideally within 24 to 48 hours, so that you've got another way to communicate with your hostess, so that you're keeping her excited and keeping it at the forefront of her mind. Then it's time to start picking up the phone and making your phone call. So the first phone call should be done kind of the day after she receives that letter in the mail. And this is a simple phone call. It's just 1 or 2 minutes. You're picking up the phone. You're always smiling. You're enthusiastic. You have a clear and a confident voice. And it's really as simple as this. You know, it's Melanie from XYZ Company. Hi, Sally. How are you going? I just wanted to give you a quick call and see if you've received my letter in the mail this week. Great, so I've saved the day and time for your party. I've got you in for Saturday the 26th at 2:30 in the afternoon. That's the right time, isn't it? Yes, great. And you've got a really big wish list, Sally. So I've written down, because I know you just love so many different things when we had Mary's party the other day, I've written down all your favorite products. And we're going to aim for lots of them as free bonuses and discounted bonuses in your hostess rewards. So, yeah. And by the way, how are you going with your invitations so far? Oh, great. So you've made a start and you've told a few of the ladies at work. Perfect. You know, now is a great time to invite them. Remember, it's best to do a personal invite. So either face-to-face when you're seeing people at work and running around town, or if you can't do that, then pick up the phone and make a phone call. That's how you'll get the best response and the most people to show up on the day. As opposed to, we usually find things like just a text message or an email or even a Facebook message. Those kind of things don't get as many people showing up on the day. They're okay as a backup, but you're best to do a personal invitation. So what I'll do, Sally, I'll actually give you a quick call the week of your party. So I'll give you a call early in that week. And what we'll do next time is go through there's a little hostess tips form in your party pack. And we'll just go through that to make sure I've told you everything to help you to get the best results at your party. Sound good? Great. So I'll talk to you then. All right. So if we've got anyone here from Western Australia or anyone anywhere around the world, I think, you know, America and the UK and all that, I think they're sleeping at the moment. Actually, looking at my little clock that I look at all the time for America, because we've got so many members and followers from America, it's about 7 a.m. Or 7 a.m. or 4 a.m. So way too early to be calling you hostesses. All right, so if you're in Western Australia, I'm encouraging you now. We're going to give you a couple of minutes. I'm going to check my chat, pop on some music, but it's time for you to pick up your phone. So pick up your phone. I'm going to turn my webcam off for a moment so that you can concentrate. Let's call some hostesses and make that first phone call. So ideally, anyone who's booked a party with you, say over the last week or something, touch base with them and just say, hey, how are you going? I remember you've got lots of things on your wish list and this is what we want to aim for. How are you going with your invitations so far? So even if you can just do that, that is a great start. Okay, I'm flicking on the music. I'm turning off my face. I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. Type in questions. I'm going to check the chat and I'll be replying in there right now. I'm still here, just changing the music. Keep going, make your phone calls. We're cheering on Western Australia. Go WA. Okay, I'm flicking over into the chat box. Questions, comments, anyone? You can type in any, for those of you, because we've still got lots of you here from New South Wales and Victoria and Queensland. So any other questions that I can help you with in the meantime, go for it. Okay, here's an answer coming through. You'll hear me typing. I'm going to put a little poll there. That'll be interesting. Answer the poll. So if it's too late in your local time to make phone calls right now, type in to our poll there and let's find out how often do you call your hostesses. Good question from Sabrina there. We can elaborate in a moment too. Okay, 30 more seconds. Okay, just coming back up on the screen and we'll find our slides here. Hey, well done. I can see there's a group of you that I think you've been here for the whole entire time. Well done, guys. Very, very proud of you. Oh, my mouse has stopped working there for a second. Okay, so we've done our phone call number 1. We've used our hostess details form, tracking it through our 1 to 31 folder from our home study course. Then 5 days before the party, it's time to make the big phone call. So this is the one that you really got to keep that hostess excited. So I've had some questions coming in there about, what if she doesn't know how many people are coming? If she's got people that are saying they're kind of interested, but she doesn't have definites. Our job here, the week before the party, a big part of our job is just keeping the hostess confident enough for the party to go ahead, because the hostess will typically get quite nervous if she's got people that are saying that they can't come, and she gets worried that no one's going to show up. So you just need to let her know that you will be there. It's fine, even if it's a couple of people getting together for a cup of coffee and a bit of a look through your products. You'll have a fun social catch up on the day. So it's going to go ahead. It's too late to change the date, change the time. Rebecca's got to get a $50 voucher. So Rebecca's coming, isn't she? Great. Well, she'll come back. And who else have you got coming? Who else can come? Oh, so your neighbour's coming for sure, and your mum's coming. We can always rely on mums, can't we? Perfect. So look, that sounds like we've got at least 3 people. So let's go ahead with it. I will be there. So always make them feel good. Never kind of jump down their throats and say, well, we really need 6 to 10 people to be there. So who else can you get? That's a bit too pushy and it puts pressure on. And if we're using that type of language, that's when you're at high risk of it turning into a cancellation instead, because the hostess just feels bad and she feels like she's doing a poor job for you, and she doesn't want to feel like that. It's supposed to be a fun social get together. So the week before the party, it's all about just keeping her excited, keeping her on track. Who can come on the day. Any party is a good party. So even if you do really only have 2 people show up, you're going to get more benefits out of that than if that party cancelled, aren't you? So a lot of times I've done a party with only 3 or 4 people there, and you might get 1 booking, and that 1 booking becomes a great party that might have 12 people there and 2 or 3 bookings and a new recruit. So then when you think back to where that great hostess came from and you go, oh, that's right, she booked in from that, like we almost go bad party. She booked in from that bad party. If I let that hostess cancel, I never would have met today's hostess and I never would have done that party. So let's get over this issue of having to have 8 to 10 people there for the party to be good or to go ahead. The party's on. The more parties that happen, the better off your business will be. You've got to get regular hostesses holding their parties to keep all the wheels spinning. So it's the main phone call. It's 5 minutes. And what you do is you talk through the hostess tips form. So go through things like the hostess rewards again. How are you going with your RSVPs? Have you got anyone who wanted to come but just the day and time doesn't suit them? Have you shown them the catalogue so that they can support you and place an outside order that way? Who do you know who might like doing what I do for the income side of it? Are they able to come along on the day so that they can check it out? They might feel like it's a great opportunity for them to earn some extra income. So to set up on the day, we're going to run it around a dining room table like we did at Mary's party. So have you got a dining room table? Does that work well in your house? Great. I'll get there about half an hour before so that I can help you set up. And remember, if you're doing refreshments and snacks, most people just do like coffee and cake or cheese and crackers. You can keep it pretty basic. And what we'll do is we'll bring out the refreshments right at the end after we've done all the demonstrations in the actual social time, because we want you to be able to sit down and relax and enjoy the get together with all of us as well. Okay. So I'll look forward to seeing you on Saturday. I'll get there around 2 o'clock and we'll start at 2:30. Perfect. Okay. So if we have got people still from Western Australia here right now, go ahead and mute me. Turn the volume down and make some of those phone calls, because it's actually the ideal, like booming time of the night to make your hostess phone calls in Western Australia right now. So give that a go. And then if you've got questions about how that's working and issues that happen while you're doing that, come back and type into the chat box. So just to recap and finish off for everyone else, we're going to be here for just a few more minutes yet. So remember, number 5 is your party arrival. So you get there half an hour before, you set up. A big job here is to have your hostess excited about her favorite things that are on her wish list. If it's something that she can demonstrate and wear, get her dressed up and showing off those products. If it's not, then have her favorite products in the center of the table and don't show anything else yet, so that everyone notices her favorite things as they walk in the door and she gets to talk about how wonderful they are. And that's what she's aiming for today. But the big thing about getting to the party early is being there, being relaxed and excited and ready to greet your guests as they walk in the door with a big smiley face and with eye contact, and make them feel special from the very moment that they arrive. Introduce yourself, ask their name, ask how they knew the hostess, how far have they traveled from today. Don't get into any conversation about your products and the company before the party. You can do all that during the party. You don't want to be seen as the pushy direct seller, but be there early, big warm smile, eye contact, and introduce yourself as they arrive. So there you go. My desire is that this training tonight, this coaching session, has helped you to cut down on your cancellations and postponements. And we do that by following through with the 5 Ps for every single hostess. So spend time going through the party pack, post a letter in the mail, do phone call number 1 a few days after you've met her, do phone call number 2 about 5 days before the party, and then arrive at the party about half an hour before to set up on the day. So I might just come over to the chat box. There's still a few of us here on the line, so I'm just going to spend last, say, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, checking up on questions. If you've got anything at all that you want to ask me now, go ahead and type in some questions into the chat box. And I would love to help you out there with some personal questions on anything to do with your party plan business, your direct sales business. It doesn't have to be just hostess coaching. I'm giving you 5 or 10 minutes. Come on, you got some free time. Hey, do you know what I want to try? On this different webinar program that we've been starting to use, I actually want to test out some sound effects and things. Can you help me do that for a minute? So let me come over. Oh no, maybe it won't work on this one. Let me see. So type in any questions that you've got there. I don't think I had access to it early tonight, and now I can't find it when we're in the real thing. We'll just double check. No, it's not there. All right, that's okay. Forget that idea. All right, you know what I really, really want to do is make sure that every single one of you in Perth and in Adelaide and in Melbourne have at least booked in for the free workshops. So, and let me just finish off by going through the dates of those again too. So I'll just pull up this screen that's got the details about all the different offers here for you tonight. So, and then I'm going to tell you about free workshops. Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth, absolutely free events that you can come to for an evening of face-to-face training, all happening within the next month to 3 months. So this screen that you're seeing right now, I'll just talk you through that. So all live guests today, special offer. We've put that big bundled pack together, the combination of our best training with the roadmap to party plan success. We've even included some of the daily dose videos in that for you as well. I'm going to leave that screen up there so that you can type into that manually. So you go to bit.ly/seminar discount, but have a look in the center of that slide. The first 20 people who enter the promo code 49ticket receive an extra $50 off. So yes, you can start all of that with a deposit of only $51 is the smallest amount to get you started, and we'll actually ship off to you all your CDs, and your folder and your 1 to 31 filing, there's resource forms, all those, some of it, there's your wish list, there's your close dating training, your bookings funnel, there's the host, performance results, everything is all in there. We ship that off for you. So you can get your extra $50 off for being live here tonight. If you're not ready for the big pack yet, then try out the little tiny one, the 35% off daily dose, so that you can get some regular coaching. And we're about to go through the series of how to get bookings when you have none. So I'm just going to leave that there so you can type in all those links there. But let me come back to, let me type into the chat box dates of free workshops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change back over on my offer tab. So this shows where you can book in for the free workshop. So everyone in Australia, Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, let's make sure that you are all booked in. Come and spend a night with me, do some free face-to-face training. So dates and times, I'm going to type them in here as well, and I will put, I'll put the link in here for the workshop page as well. Okay, so that's the link that will take you to the page to book in for the workshops. All right, so the next one is, actually Adelaide is first for the free workshops, and that is going to be Monday, the 27th of July. And if you go to those links, you get all the locations. They're all running from 7 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. So Adelaide is Monday, 27th of July. Then Perth is Tuesday, the 28th of July. These are free evening workshops, so everyone can book in. Bring your whole team, but please, you got to book them in so that I know how many people are coming and I make sure I've got the right size room. Okay, so Perth, Tuesday, the 28th of July. Then we go down to Melbourne for a free workshop on Monday, the 15th of September. And again, that's in the evening from 7 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. Okay, so click that link that's got workshop at the end. Free event. Come along for a night face-to-face training. I'm going to take you through a session on how to get bookings. I will probably do one of our most popular training sessions ever, which is the one on how to book parties without being pushy. It's a golden favorite. Everyone just goes crazy for that one. So I'll probably do that one again, but it's definitely going to be based on how to get bookings and how to never, ever run out of bookings again. So I'm just going to take off my camera there for a moment, and I want to flick over and just check a couple of things behind the scenes. Then I'll come back to the chat box, answer some questions, and we will be finished within 10 minutes. So go ahead, jump in there, book yourself in for a free workshop. I would love to meet you face-to-face and, have you come and join us. It's been great doing this live online, but it's even better getting to meet everyone in person like we did last week. I did a road trip last week. I jumped in my car. It was about, how far from home was it? A bit over 4.5, it was nearly 5 hours driving down to Muswellbrook, regional New South Wales, a little bit inland from Newcastle, New South Wales. Met a great bunch of ladies there, and we did the workshop session in the evening, and then we did an all-day seminar the very next day. And it was fabulous to be able to we had a husband there as well. So we had one very brave gentleman who came along and spent the whole day with us in a training session. So that was great to see as well. Oh, I think we have just had lots of people that have booked in for those workshop events happening. Beautiful. So it looks like we're going to have lots of people in Perth and Adelaide coming up. And then, of course, we've got the Melbourne event as well. Oh, yes, I can see we've had people book in for Melbourne tonight too. Good. All right, I'm going to flick over to last questions. Let me have a quick look in here. I know I missed something from earlier, and then we will wrap it up. Thank you very much once again. Thanks for spending your time here. I hope you've got lots of value out of this. The goal of this was to help give you a bit more of a practical how-to of making your hostess coaching phone calls and give you a chance to make calls live while I'm here and I can answer your questions of things that are happening to you right now. Thanks, Alicia. Oh, Alicia sent it through a private message, but I don't think that needs to be private. She's just saying thank you so much for having the webinar. So thank you. Lots of great practical information. So absolutely my pleasure. Pam saying thank you so much, Mel. You're awesome. Actually, Pam, I know we're going to get to meet in person in Melbourne. So can't wait to do that. What else did I have in here? I know there was something. Oh, yeah. Pam was asking, if they did book a party then, do we offer to take a hostess pack to them? So when you're running a party, I think you might be talking about cold calls, Pam. So if you're making cold calls, I usually just post the party pack out to them and then give them a call and make sure that the pack's arrived in the mail. But if you can go and see them face to face and give them the pack, that's even better. If you've got the time to do that, that's perfect, but I usually post it. But when you're at a party and you're getting bookings at the party, you always make sure, you should always have at least 4 party packs in your bag every party that you go to. So when you have a new hostess that books in, you actually give her a party pack straight away that she holds in her hands and takes with her that day of the party when you've met her. Sabrina, I think I answered your question there about, what to say to people. Oh, sorry. Was it Sabrina asking me? Someone was asking me about how to talk to people when you need to get bookings and you haven't got any at all. So we pretty much covered that with your cold calls. So I think that's pretty much everything. All right, so I'm just going to stay here for about 60 more seconds. If you've got urgent messages, please type in now. But I want to congratulate you. Round of applause. I'm super duper proud of you for being here with me tonight. In Party Plan, let me finish off with a little message about the triple M of success while I watch the chat box there and just check if we've got anything else coming in. If you've got a desire to make this party plan thing work, it can work for you. So if you need this to be a real income, where you can have a steady, reliable income, it can work for you. If you've joined your party plan business to have flexible hours so that you can be in control of when you want to work and how much you want to work, it can work for you. If you've joined the business so that you can get lots of discounted products from your company or free products and bonuses, it can work for you. You can get even more discounted and free things the more work that you're doing with the company. So whatever reason you've joined, it can work for you. But I'll tell you what you must have. You must have a strong burning desire. You must really, really need this to work or really, really want it to work. Because if this is just something that you've kind of joined and you've gone, oh, I'll give it a go. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. That's really wishy-washy. And it's not going to give you the determination that you need to be able to figure out how to make this party plan thing work. So the message here is, have you got a strong desire? Do you really want to do this? How badly do you want to do this? Because the good news is that if you've got that strong desire and you really have a desire to make it work, it can work. Because once you've chosen success, once you've decided not to quit, once you've decided that this is what you're going to do, you don't want to do anything else, and you want to become a great party plan consultant, then we move up the triangle of the triple M of success. So think of a triangle with 3 sections, 1, 2, 3. The bottom section, the M stands for mindset. We choose success in our mind. That's our strong foundation. It's the platform for success. So we have goals, we have a vision, we've got the burning desire, we understand the why, we're not going to give up. Then you move up into the middle section. That M stands for mastery. So mastery is all about learning how. So how do I get bookings? How do I get bookings if I've got none? How do I get bookings at the party? How do I hostess coach? How do I stop cancellations? How do I recruit? What else do? We recruit, we book, and we sell. How do I sell? That's the three things we do. We recruit, book, and sell. So mastery is all about learning how, and that's acquiring skills. So you being here with me tonight, you've added another little section of your journey into your mastery, your quest for mastery to become great. You've learned the 5 steps of hostess coaching. And then the top part of the triangle, the little bit at the top, the M there stands for movement. And that's where this session that we've done tonight is very different to any other webinars that I've ever done. Because tonight you have created movement in your business. If you are one of those people who have picked up the phone like Fiona has, and I know Alicia's been picking up the phone as we're going through, and I'm trying to scroll through and see other names there. I know Pam's been writing lots and lots of little messages there. So if you are one of the people that actually dialed phone numbers tonight and talked to a hostess, congratulations, because you are now doing what it takes to get real results in your business. And that's the movement. And that's where we talk about take action today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. Don't think about it, procrastinate, and then let the fear get the better of you. It's take action today and just do it. So well done. I'm really proud of you being here. The triple M of success. Choose success in your mind. Have that strong, firm foundation. It's the mindset. Then go to the mastery. Never stop learning. It's getting the skills and it's learning how to do something. Once you know how to do it, the magic is in the movement. It's take action today. I'm Melanie Parker, founder of Party Plan 123. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing many, many, many of you at our free workshop events that are coming up. So go out there, choose success in your mind, never stop learning, take action today, and I look forward to helping you to never, ever run out of bookings again. Thank you, everyone. Bye.